Welcome back to AFT Dice Season 2. It's round 19. Let's go to the first game. It's Geelong Cats versus the Essendon Bombers at GMHBA Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. And Geelong have kicked 3 goals, 1. To Essendon, 5 goals, 1. Let's go to the second quarter. And Geelong have kicked 4 goals, 1. So that's 7 goals, 2. To Essendon, 3 goals, 6. So that's 8 goals, 7. And at half time, Bombers are leading by 11 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Geelong have kicked 2 goals, 3. So that's 9 goals, 5. To the Bombers, 2 goals, 3. So that's 10 goals, 10. Let's go to the last quarter. And the Cats have kicked 3 goals, 4. So that's 12 goals, 9. To Essendon, 2 goals, 6. So that's 12 goals, 16. Beaten the Geelong, and the Bombers have beaten the Geelong Cats by 7 points, which puts them 2 games clear at this stage. No one else has played. Let's go to the next game. It's Adelaide Crows versus North Melbourne. Adelaide have kicked 5 goals, 4. To North Melbourne, 5 goals, 2. Let's go to the second quarter. And the Adelaide Crows have kicked 6 goals, 2. So it's 11 goals, 6. To North Melbourne, 3 goals, 2. So that's 8 goals, 4. Okay, at half time, Adelaide are leading by 20 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Adelaide have kicked 2 goals, 6. So that's 13 goals, 12. To North Melbourne, 5 goals, 3. So that's 13 goals, 7. And the Kangaroos have come back and they're only 5 points down. Let's go to the last quarter. Adelaide Crows have kicked 4 goals, 2. So that's 17 goals, 14. To North Melbourne, 2 goals, 3. So that's 15 goals, 10. And in the end, the Adelaide Crows have beaten the Kangaroos by 16 points. Adelaide are just off the bottom at the moment. North Melbourne are sitting 15th. Let's go to the third game. It's Gold Coast versus Fremantle at Metricon Stadium. Okay, Gold Coast have kicked 2 goals, 6. To Fremantle, 4 goals, 3. And at second quarter, the Gold Coast have kicked 1 goal, 5. So that's 3 goals, 11. To Fremantle, 5 goals, 2. So that's 9 goals, 5. And at half time, Fremantle are leading by 5 goals. Let's go to the third quarter. Gold Coast have kicked 6 goals, 3. So that's 9 goals, 14. To Fremantle, 2 goals, 1. That's 11 goals, 6. At three-quarter time, Fremantle are only up by 4 points. Let's go to the last quarter. Gold Coast have kicked 2 goals, 4. So that's 11 goals, 18. To Fremantle, 3 goals, 5. So that's 14 goals, 11. And in the end, Fremantle have beaten the Gold Coast Suns at Metricon Stadium by 11 points. Fremantle are one game off Essendon, off top spot. Let's go to the fourth game. It's GWS Giants versus West Coast Eagles. And the GWS Giants have kicked 1 goal, 6 in the first quarter. To West Coast, 5 goals, 3. And in the second quarter, GWS have kicked 1 goal, 3. So that's 2 goals, 9. The West Coast, 6 goals, 1. So that's 11 goals, 4. And at half time, West Coast are leading by 49 points. Let's go to the third quarter. GWS Giants kicked 3 goals 3, so that's 5 goals 12. The West Coast 2 goals 6, 13 goals 10. And at 3/4 time, West Coast are well in front. Let's go to the last quarter. GWS have kicked 2 goals 5, 7 goals 17. The West Coast 3 goals 4, 16 goals 14. And in the end, West Coast have beaten the GWS Giants by 51 points. West Coast are just outside the 8. GWS Giants are down to 14th. Let's go to the next game. St Kilda versus Brisbane. St Kilda have kicked 2 goals 1 in the first quarter to Brisbane 6 goals 5. And in the second quarter, St Kilda have kicked 1 goal 5, so that's 3 goals 6 to Brisbane 4 goals 5. So that's 10 goals 10. And it's half time. Brisbane are leading by 46 points. Let's go to the third quarter. St Kilda kicking 2 goals 2, so that's 5 goals 8 to Brisbane 6 goals 1, 16 goals 11. And at 3/4 time, Brisbane are well in front. Let's go to the last quarter. St Kilda kicking 1 goal 6. That's 6 goals 14 to Brisbane 5 goals 1. So that's 21 goals to 12 behind. And in the end, Brisbane have beaten the St Kilda Saints by 88 points, which puts Brisbane up to 3rd spot. St Kilda down to 13th. Let's go to the next games. Hawthorn versus Port Adelaide. So Hawthorn have kicked 3 goals 1. Port Adelaide 4 goals 5. In the second quarter, Hawthorn have kicked 1 goal 3. So that's 4 goals 4. To Port Adelaide 5 goals 6. That's 9 goals 11. And at half time, Port Adelaide are leading by 37 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Hawthorn have kicked 5 goals 2. So it's 9 goals 6. Port Adelaide 4 goals 4. So that's 13 goals 15. And at 3/4 time, Port Adelaide are leading by 33 points. Let's go to the last quarter. Hawthorn have kicked 3 goals 6. 3 goals 6. So that's 12 goals 12. Port Adelaide 1 2. 14 goals 17. And in the end, Port Adelaide have beaten the Hawks by 17 points. Port Adelaide are sitting 10th. Hawthorn are sitting 12th. Let's go to the next game. Sydney versus Western Bulldogs. Okay, Sydney kicking 3 goals 3 in the first quarter to Western Bulldogs 1 goal 2. Okay, second quarter, Sydney have kicked 4 goals 5. So that's 7 goals 8. The Western Bulldogs 1 goal 2. So that's 2 goals 4. And at half time, Sydney are in front by 34 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Sydney kicking 5 goals 1, 12 goals 9. To Western Bulldogs 4 goals 2, 6 goals 6. 3/4 time, Sydney's up by 39 points. Let's go to the last quarter. Sydney kicking 3 goals 6. That's 15 goals 15. To Western Bulldogs 4 goals 3. So that's 10 goals 9. And Sydney will get off the bottom, and they've won by 36 points. Sydney have pushed right up to 12th after that win against the Western Bulldogs. Adelaide are still in bottom spot. Let's go to the next game. It is Melbourne versus Collingwood. Melbourne kicking 5 goals 5 to Collingwood 2 goals 3 in the first quarter. Melbourne in the second quarter have kicked 2 goals 1, so that's 7 goals 6 to Collingwood 3 goals 1, so that's 5 goals 4. And at half time, Melbourne are leading by 14 points. Let's go to the third quarter. Melbourne have kicked 6 goals 3, 13 goals 9. And Collingwood have kicked 5 goals 5, so that's 10 goals 9. And at three-quarter time, Melbourne's leading by 18 points. Let's go to the last quarter. Melbourne have kicked 4 goals 6, so that's 17 goals 15 to Collingwood 2 goals 1, so that's 12 goals 10. And then in the end, Melbourne have won by 35 points. Melbourne are sitting 4th. Collingwood at the moment are sitting 6th. Let's go to the last game of the round. It's Carlton versus Richmond at the Marvel Stadium. Let's go the first quarter. Carlton have kicked 1 goal 2 to Richmond 6 goals 5. And Carlton in the second quarter have kicked 4 goals 6. So it's 5 goals 8 to Richmond 4 goals 1. So it's 10 goals 6. And at half time, Richmond are leading by 28 points. Let's go to the third quarter. And Carlton have kicked 6 goals 3. That's 11 goals 11 to Richmond 1 goal 5. That's 11 goals 11. And you wouldn't believe it, Richmond and Carlton are level at three-quarter time. Let's go to the last quarter. Go to the last quarter. Last quarter, Carlton have kicked 2 goals 1. That's 13 goals 12 to Richmond 5 goals 6. That's 16 goals 17. And in the end, the Carlton Blues by 23 points. Richmond goes into 7th spot. Carlton are in 8th spot. That concludes round 19 for Dice Season 2. The top 8 is Essendon, Fremantle, Brisbane, Melbourne in the top 4. And then it goes Geelong, Collingwood, Richmond and Carlton that finishes out the 8. We'll see you next time on Ash Footy TV.